everybody. Welcome to today's epic interview. I'm so excited for this interview because it's like a million things in one, which has allowed my gorgeous friend, look at her smiley face, look how gorgeous she looks. Honestly, I'm just dead excited for this interview. So we're just going to dive in. So Rebecca, introduce yourself. Tell everyone what you do.
Hello, so I am Bex or Rebecca, whichever you like to call me. What do I do? So many things. How do you wrap this in a nutshell? I'm a coach, I'm a mentor. I work with women predominantly, just helping them connect to their power, helping them grow, evolve, heal, all the things.
All the things.
All the things. There's so many things. We can't do
me and Bex, we met, oh God, when was it? It's 2020, wasn't it? It was in with Melanie and Lau. We met in there, in Exponential Park, wasn't it? Yeah. We had an incredible friendship and we started communicating and chit-chatting. And then you got drawn to emotional intelligence. So we're going to talk about that first. Rebecca is one of my incredible founding EQ Mastery coaches, and I'm so proud of you. So tell the audience, what was the main reason for you wanting to enroll into that program?
So I saw the emotional intelligence mastery course and I was like, at first I was like, don't want to do this. Like, is it a little masculine for me? I'm not sure. And then actually the first thing that drew me was just you and your energy, as always, because you spoke to me in a message, the excitement coming out of you. I was just like, I think I just need to say yes. I'm just doing this. You'd already started it. And I was like,
I know.
I joined because it wasn't particularly the right time for me as such. Just had a baby. I was like, all the things, but I was like, I need to do this. So jumped on in, and like, it just, for me, like, my whole brand is about emotions and healing and how our emotions impact our manifestation and our world and just our everything in life. So that's why I was so interested. But just like I say, your energetics, and I could feel your authenticity around it. Like, you love this, like, you're like, I need to do this. That was it for me.
Do you know, and the funny thing was, I was actually going to cancel it. Honestly, it was right to the very last minute. You know, when sometimes when you're launching something, you think, no, I don't know, do I really want to do this? Is anyone really going to be interested? I muscle tested, as me and Bex love a bit of muscle testing.
Love a bit of muscle testing.
Do it. So Rebecca started, well, it was halfway through the program, wasn't it? Because you
jump in, catch on replay.
And I love the fact that you did that, because it just goes to show there's a lot of lessons in there for me. So when I was teaching emotional intelligence, what I do is I teach the EIQ assessments, because most people, they want to know what emotional intelligence is, and they've got every single one going, and they're like, yeah, I need to be better, but they don't know how if it's not visible. Like, we have to be a little bit, see some tangible evidence. Say, right, where do I need to work on my emotional intelligence? And you've absolutely loved the assessment, because I'm always like, Sam, can I get another one? Sam, can I get another one?
I know.
How have you found the assessments to support you in your business?
In fact, do you know what amazed me about this? Because my initial thought, I said to you, was, is it a little masculine? Because, I like to do everything in that free and flow and like all the things. And I was like, a report, do I want a report? Oh my gosh, when I got my report, I loved it, because it was an amazing validation to me of like all the hard work I've done on my emotions. But also there was just a line in there that blew me away, and it made me feel as though I had like a direct message from source. It was such a powerful, like, I was like, you just came in my brain, pulled out the thing that matters to me the most, and then delivered. I was like, and it got me, and it still makes me feel like, woof, tingly now. And I'm like, how did I get that from this report I was afraid was too masculine? So I brought this into my business, and I tend to, at the moment, I've used it for my clients, and it's like collapsing time around many coaching sessions. Yes. Because to get that level, the amount of work and questioning that you would have to do, and showing somebody a mirror continuously, because to become so self-aware, it's not the easiest path for some people, or for any of us really. And so this is like, so like my client described it as, it's like you just went in my brain and just pulled out everything that ever described me and went, boom, there you go. There is you in detail. It's not even like a snippet. It's like every little part of you. And that for me, it's like, I wanted in my business, and much like yourself, and this is why I'm attracted to working with you, is that I don't want it to take months and years for people to see results. Like, we can get results like this. Yes, things take time. Yes, it's an ever evolving journey, but we don't need to, like you always say, and I love this, like, you don't have to walk in treacle. And it's like, this takes away that in a record amount of time. And now we're free to do the work, knowing that it's the right thing.
What the fucking problem was in the first place? It's like, I just can't even, like, I'm so excited right now because I'm going to be running it again in July. I can't even think of the words because I just don't know why everyone's not doing it. It just saves so much time instead of trying to have to second guess what the client problem is. To be fair, the way the world is, and especially people's mindset, they want to see things. I just want a little bit of proof. Is this the right thing for me? Is this really the problem? And then when they go, oh shit, it actually is. Oh my God, help me get rid of it right now. And then that's when the work plays in place.
And it's also the amount of things, because when you come through and you're like, oh, I got 100% in that area, I got another percent, but there's just areas you're going to get high in, and then there's areas you're going to get low as well. So there's like celebration and growth, like all the way through. And there's always something, because all of us, even those of us who are really struggling in one area, will be, we'll still be in an area which we're like, oh, I'm all these things. And it's like, all of that is in there, because let's face it, how many people are actually going around celebrating their genius? Like, they're not. Like, so it's as important for that as it is like, where do I need to change? Like, because there's nothing wrong with me. It's just like, how do I evolve this? It's just incredible. And I wouldn't bring in any clients without doing that test first. It's like number one priority in any onboarding that I do.
I love it. This means so much. This is exactly why it's the first thing that I do. How do you think it helped you with your own emotional intelligence? So just so people know, it's not just where I teach, you do. It's your body by going through experience, then you execute. I love the way that I teach that, because I think
100%. We go first. And for me, I said the first thing was that lovely kind of like validation, and it's because in our work there's not many, like, we're our own leaders, so it's not some day all the time being like, oh, done Bex, like you do that. I've got amazing women surrounding me and supporting me, but sometimes it's nice to go, oh, see, I did that, and then also I already knew when I was answering the questions, I'm very self-aware, and when it comes to emotional intelligence, like, I know my areas, but it really breaking it down for me and being like, I can simplify this, like really simplify this. Like, here's the area in which I want to work on. And actually, there's nothing wrong with that. That's just, this is all we need to do. And now there's a pattern. It's like, it just took out that, again, almost like having a coach for yourself, like in that moment, because you're like, somebody's given you that, and I get the work, like the questions around it and the thought process, so I can just go off and do that on my own. And I have, and that in itself, accompanied by the other things we've been doing, have just brought huge changes in my life. Like, everywhere I'm getting messages every day, people are like, oh my gosh, you're so, I can really feel that difference, like your energy, you're this, like you're on fire, like I can't stop listening to you. And it's like, everything is changing in my personal world, in my health, in my family, just everything for the better. I just keep sitting here and crying, like, is this my life? Is this like my sort of life?
I love this so much. I really, really do, because it just goes to show the importance of, when you deeply understand what it is, it's okay to have the masculine bit in it. You've got to have a balance of both, because if you understand the masculine, then you can have more of the feminine, because you know how to, when you do the thing that you need to do.
You can't get into that feminine without understanding the masculine. Like, how can you be free flowing and feminine and receiving if there's blockage and anger and upset and you know, turbulence in your emotional world, like you can't reach that. And now, like, just it's just such a powerful thing when you're like, you know, I always say magic amongst the madness, because life is madness, and there's a Barbara thing, and there's a puppy, and there's a baby, and there's a husband, and a kids, and a this and a that, and a business, and you're like, when you can just stand, like, you know, like the calm in the middle of it all, like, just be like, bring it back. And the great thing is, like, it's not like I'm stood here and it never, things don't happen, they do, but you can just do it in that way of like, aha, this is what this is. I'm reminding myself, that's what it said. Yes, let's work on that again.
So how has it helped you with your business, having EQ Mastery Coach?
So for me, it's, as I say, the biggest thing is it's that collapsing of time. And so it collapses the time around the work that I do and for my clients, so I can help get them faster results, and like that, so less money for them to spend out, because I don't want people to have to spend a fortune. And the whole idea is, it's like, come in, pay this price, let's do this work together, and let's get you on a path. And then anything after that, if you choose to work for me, it's just because you desire to work with me as your coach, not because you need fixing or all the things. Let's build an amazing foundation, and let's do that quickly, so you are free to go off and create the magic. And let's do that together if that still works. Like, it's just, that's the bit for me. It's like, it takes that collapses that time around that part.
So what would you say to someone who wants to work on their emotional intelligence, has no idea about EQ Mastery Coach or EIQ assessments? What advice would you give to them in terms of knowing how to take that next step to move forward, so they can really up level, like how it's helped you?
So as a client, or as somebody looking to expand their business, do you mean? Yeah, well, actually, I have quite a few people talking to me about that at the moment, because everyone's like, what is it you've done? Like, I need to know about this. And I just literally had an amazing lady join me who's like, she's actually doing hers this Thursday so that she can see it for herself. So that's what I've been saying to people. I'm like, well, she's like, which one should I do? And I'm like, right, there's so much. Come and have it for yourself, and then go, like, see how it changes your life. And then, you know, you like, I know that they're going to want to do these courses, but it's like,
I'm just going to have to make you an affiliate partner, aren't I?
I have already told you, I should probably just set up a standing order to you that's just like, there you go. Keep giving me the training, and then you should just set me up, on your,
I think we'll have to do that. We'll have to do that, darling.
Absolutely. But I think it's common, like, if you're not sure yet and you're like, what to do, it's like, come and do it for yourself, and come and bring it into your world, and just watch and see the results of those people around you, or see your own results. Because once you know you can do it for yourself, you will be like, you can't not want to deliver that to other people. Like, that's what you want, right? That's what it's about.
I love that whole collapsing time around problem solving, because that's what it is. It's problem solving and finding the solutions, and it's already in us. It's on a piece of paper, it's there, and you just pull it out. Right. So thank you. So what we're going to do is we're going to end this one, and then we're going to do another one. So if you like this interview, there's going to be another one coming in just a sec. So Becca, thank you so much for this EQ Mastery Coach. It means so much to me, because honestly, I didn't expect it to be as good as it was. I'm going to be honest with you. And if you have gelled with the incredible Rebecca Maguire, go and find her on Facebook and follow her. She's absolutely incredible. And if you want to know more about EQ Mastery Coach, then drop me a DM and I will send you all the details. So
I love you. Thank you.